Miles Sanders is lightning. He's lightning, and there's no question that the Eagles are looking for some thunder to go along with the lightning of Miles Sanders. One name being mentioned, Leonard Fournette of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Still the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly.
Scary Cooper, asshole.
Oh, Diva! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy!
Happy trails, Hans. Dallas still stinks. Everybody doing? King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Me, I'm wonderful. I was just laughing at Mark Holmes making videos on me. I'm going to deal with you, Mark. I'm going to respond to your video in my next video. But right now, we got some Eagle matters to attend to. So I suggest go grab a carbohydrate, Mark, and sit down. Don't sacrifice any chickens and listen, because I'm about to tell you why the Eagles need thunder to Miles Sanders' lightning. Okay? The Eagles, they love Miles Sanders. We all love Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is a stud. He's a franchise running back, no question. I think he's a good all-around back. He's a kind of guy that can maybe one day get you 1,000 yards receiving, 1,000 yards rushing. I think he has that kind of upside, okay? And Miles Sanders himself has talked about, wanting to emulate what Christian McCaffrey does for the Panthers. He wants to be that guy for the Eagles. And I think he will be. I think he will. I think he can. And I'm excited about it, I like Miles Sanders. I like Boston Scott. We have Elijah Holyfield, too. I'm hopeful about Elijah Holyfield, but he hasn't played one snap. I haven't seen him make one run with an Eagles uniform on. So we're going to have to wait and see on him, okay? But I do think that the Eagles, even though they have Boston Scott, even though they have Miles Sanders, they do need to add another running back. And I would prefer a big physical running back, a guy who can get short yardage when needed, a guy who can be goal line, a guy who can, help wear a defense down, especially in the fourth quarter. If you have a lead, put a big physical back to start killing time, getting those 3, 4, 5 yards, and wearing out a defense. I think it's very important for the Eagles. And now, with the draft coming and all these rumors out there, we're starting to hear of 2 running backs that could possibly be on the move. One of them is Matt Breida. There are rumors out there that the Eagles have interest in Matt Breida. I love Matt Breida. If you want to go back a year, you can watch my videos on him and me talking about the Eagles should try to make a move for him. Very fast player, very good player, and he would help add some explosion to the Eagles. We do have Boston Scott, and I would wonder what does getting Breida do for Boston Scott? It would be very interesting. However, I think Breida's so talented you can't pass him up. Okay, but getting Matt Breida is not going to solve the big back problem. He is not going to be the thunder to Miles Sanders' lightning. Okay, and we need that. And one guy, the other guy who's there, there's talks about getting traded. The Eagles have been connected him in a few reports saying that they would be a team interested, is Leonard Fournette of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, I love Leonard Fournette coming out of college. I think he's a very talented player, very fast, very big, very physical. He would be a perfect, let's be honest. I think he would be a perfect complement to Miles Sanders, okay? Thunder and lightning all the way. Leonard Fournette had over 1,000 yards last year. He's also in the last year of a contract, okay? One of the problems with him is he's injured a lot, and that is something we just went through with Jordan Howard. If you remember last year, Jordan Howard, he comes in, we go and play Chicago, goes into the bye week with a stinger, and doesn't play for like 7 or 8 weeks. And I think that soured the Eagles on him. And I think that's one of the reasons they let him walk, because he went to Miami cheap. Eagles could have easily brought him back, but they chose not to, okay? So Leonard Fournette is an interesting possibility. Now I'm hearing that they want a 3rd-round pick for him. They ain't getting no 3rd-round pick for him. No way you're going to get 3rd-round pick for a running back in the last year of his deal who's had injury problems before. I don't see it happening. Okay, what did the Eagles give up for Jordan Howard? Like a 6th-round pick, something like that? So I can't see it happening. But what I do see happening is if they're willing to lower the price, somebody's going to take Leonard Fournette. Now, me personally, my opinion on Leonard Fournette is though he would be a good fit for the Eagles and he would help us next year, and I think he would complement Miles Sanders really well, I would stay away from him. I would not make a move. I would not trade for Leonard Fournette. I don't want to, okay? And my two reasons are this. We don't need a back on the last year of his contract, and then at the end of the year, he leaves, and we're right back where we started, looking for a big physical back. I don't want that. The other reason, A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon is probably going to be somewhere in the 4th round. Eagles have 3 4th-round picks. If you go and make sure you get A.J. Dillon in the 4th round, let me tell you something, okay? I think A.J. Dillon could be what Leonard Fournette is right now, if not better. If not better. And he would come in with a 4th round, as a 4th-round pick under a 4th-round contract, and he would be with the Eagles for what, 3-4 years? Easy? So now you have Miles Sanders and A.J. Dillon for the next 3 or 4 years. And that's what I want. That's what I want. I like offenses that can do anything, that can do everything. So if the situation calls for 3rd and short, you have a guy that can get it. You have receivers who, when you need an 80-yard pass, can get it. Offenses that force defenses to cover every inch of the field are usually very good offenses, very explosive offenses, usually playoff teams, okay? And the Eagles need somebody that can stretch the field, and then they need that big bruiser back that can wear a defense down in the 4th quarter, get the short yardage, give Miles Sanders a breather, and just give us a change of pace, okay? Now, will the Eagles like a guy like A.J. Dillon? I don't know, because the truth is the Eagles like backs who can catch out of the backfield. That was a big knock on Jordan Howard, who I actually thought did a pretty good job last year when given the opportunity to catch out of the backfield. But who's to say A.J. Dillon can't develop in the passing game? I would take a shot on him. He would be cheaper than Leonard Fournette. I think he's faster, bigger, and why not? Why not get a guy that's going to be under contract for 3-4 years down the road instead of these guys that come in for 1 year, maybe 2, and then go. And then here we go again. I mean, that's what I would do. If it was me, I would take a chance on A.J. Dillon and skip Leonard Fournette. But the Leonard Fournette rumors are out there, and people are connecting the Eagles to him. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Howie's going to go in the draft. Don't waste any picks to get Leonard Fournette, a guy that's just going to be there 1 year. Draft a running back in the draft. He can solve those short yardage situations, in my opinion. With that said, let me know what you think in the comment section. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.